Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Tutorial Grid Live. In this episode, we're going to be still working on the last shot that we created. And we have done this cave scene. We've got a bunch of lightning. We have composited artificial light on our back wall. We've got an artificial light in through our pyramid. We've cut out our people. We've done a lot of work on this, and we're actually on the final steps of creating this final scene. We're just needing to make some final adjustments. But first, why don't you head on over to, well, you're already in YouTube, so why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button in your YouTube. Also, check us out at facebook.com/avidproductions479. Give us a like there. Give us a shout. Also, like us on Twitter at twitter.com/tutorialgrid. Keep up to date with us there. This episode of Tutorial Grid Live is brought to you by SiteGround, where you can get awesome web hosting and a free domain for $3.99 a month, as well as they do a bunch of stuff with Joomla and WordPress and all that stuff. Make sure to check them out, give them a like, and get their services. This is also brought to you by The Black Mariachi by J.M. Williams. That's the film we are working on with Guantanamera Films. So let's jump right back into this. We are in the final stages of this effect, I believe. So what we're going to do in this episode is I'm going to create two separate particle layers. One particle layer is going to be right behind this pyramid, which is going to be sprouting upwards a ton of particles. And then there's going to be another layer that is going to be our foreground and our background. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Hello, watcher. Welcome to the stream. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right on in. Let's go layer, new, solid, and we'll call this particular and particular, and pop this down. All right, so that's going to give us some particles to play with, hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, there they are. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and jump this down to like a third, so it's going to render way quicker. There we are. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back into particular and go to my emitter. Now, I have a square top on this, so I'm going to want to change my emitter type to a box. Well, maybe a grid would be cool. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's see here. Emitter size X. I'm going to make that fairly large. Emitter size Y. It doesn't really matter, to tell you the truth. So, actually, I'm just going to stick to that. Bring my emitter point up. And maybe bring them down. Bring them in closer, and we're going to have a crap ton of them. I mean, there's just going to be a ton of particles. And that's going to give me a good look at what this is going to look at. We don't want anything being created right here. So let's go ahead and bring that in just a bit. I'll just actually make it a bit smaller just so I know this is going to work. Okay, cool. Now let's change my physics here. I know I'm going to have some negative gravity. Okay. So this effect is already technically happening. So we want this to be about right through here. Yeah, that's way too quick. way too fast. All right, let's do a little less. Maybe right there. Okay. Maybe a little less particles. Bring those down a bit. Okay, that's going to look pretty good. Now the particles are just a little bit too big, so I'm going to bring those down just a bit. Maybe 2.5. Whoops. Okay, and let's see here. I'm going to change some of the spinning variables in my physics here. So go to air and spin amplitude. I want to bring that up just a bit. Spin frequency just a tad bit. This way they're just kind of going in and kind of sprouting and moving around. Maybe, nope. A little further up. Maybe, yep. Maybe a little further. Let's see, what can we do to add this and make this just a little bit more. That's not bad. I mean, I don't like doing add on everything just because it's just over. Make sure all my particles are going all at once here. There we go. Move that over. And let's turn down the particles just a bit. And let's see here. Let's go. And, well, I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? Well, I don't like the fact that they're just kind of appearing out of nowhere. Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. Well, I want some more spin. That's what I want. Let's change some of this spin here. No, that's too much. Alright, let's bring on down the particles here. It's not too bad. Hello viewer, welcome to the stream. Alright, we've got some stuff there. Not too bad. Yeah, that's gonna look just gay. Nope. Change some of that. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to kind of do here is, since we're going to be messing with this camera is supposed to technically be zooming in, I need to start messing around with my camera. So I'm going to go ahead and start that process. So I'm going to hit P on my camera here. Make sure my position, orientation, and point of interest is locked in where I want it on my first frame here. going to push it on further into my scene. I want to make sure that this bottom scene that I've got here, where are you? Hit S, scale at 80%. Okay, so we only have a little bit of room to be able to move this in. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this on in, which doesn't do a whole lot for me here. All right, so that obviously didn't work, so I'm going to have to make sure that all of my layers here are in 3D. Yes, yes. Adjustment there, 3D adjustment there, adjustment layers, fine. Cave, 3D, whoops. That's going to be interesting. All right, particular, I'm sure that's 3D. All right, I'm gonna have to change this since I want this in 3D, but I don't want the effect to be affected by the light. I'm gonna have to turn this accepts lights to off. Here we go. Since I'm actually technically using it as a mask with all this other stuff that's masked on top of it. So that's gonna work just fine. And turn that onto a 3D layer as well. Make sure that's turned onto a 3D layer. And we're gonna have to do the same in our material options. Light trans, expect lights. Awesome. There's that. And then our back right here is probably going to need some ambient light. So I'm gonna have to change my ambient here. Accepts lights, turn off. There we go. Cool. All right, now if we do that same thing, we should have something that's going to move in 3D. Awesome, it does. All right, so I'm going to want to push this background into the back. That way it gives the illusion of movement. So I'm going to push this fairly far back. And scale this up. Okay. So I'm just going to push this in. Cool. So now I'm going to have to do the same thing to that dude right there. All right. Let's see here. Do this. I'm going to have to turn off his accept lights as well. Material options, accept light to off. There we go. All right, now let's check it out. It's looking pretty good. We've got our lightning going on. Everything's looking pretty good. All right. I particularly remember there being more lightning. Something changed. I don't like it. So I'm going to have to look at that because there was quite a bit. All right, there's that. Let's just play this back. actually put like a bigger stream of light going up too. Okay. All right, let's check that. Pull this down here, make sure our particles go all the way across the scene, because we don't want them to turn off like they just did. All right, where are these energy layers that I need to turn on or off? Nope. Nope. Interesting. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, it also could be because of that. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Okay, we're gonna add a big stream of light in this thing. So let's go down here. Under particular, we'll go to layer, new, solid, hit white, hit OK. And I'm going to go to my rectangle tool. Just kind of push it about right there. And I'm going to hit F for feather. Maybe. Yes. Feather this out. Maybe a little less. A little less than that. Alright, let's see here if this is going to work. Screen. No. No, absolutely not. Let's see here. Change this expansion. Lower it down a bit. A bit more. And feather it out more. I don't know, it just looks like a big white stick. I don't like that. This is gonna be difficult. Let's see here. Maybe less feather here. Less feather. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can ask them now while I try to figure this out. Okay. Well, that's just gonna have to do, right? Right. Let's go to layer, new, solid. Make this black. Call it flare. And turn that all the way on top here. Go, 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 go. Flare. We will use BCC lights. Lights. And lens flare 3D. I believe that is not the same one we were using. I believe we're using one of these and saturating it. Yeah, that's it. Right there. And we're going to go saturation because we want this to be an amber type color. Colorize. About right there. Go to color dodge. I'm going to move this onto my light rod here. And I'm going to make sure my position is there. And animate it. I'm also going to have to add some smoke that I remember. Yeah, smoke. All right, so there's that. Next thing, I'm going to go into my camera here. Camera options. I'm going to turn up depth of field and see if that does anything cool for us. 100 pixels. All right, so it looks like just a little bit. Sorry about that. So I'm going to keep going on this. Oh, that sucks. I hate whenever that happens. Internet goes down. It's like, oh, well, sorry. All right, anyway, we're going to play this back here. That's looking pretty good. One thing is for certain, these particles are not in focus. If those particles aren't in focus, this isn't going to be in focus. So I definitely need to make sure that that is in focus. All right, so that took more out. I should pop more in. Nope, makes it worse. Actually, what if we did a roll in? Yeah, well, let's do a roll in. So we'll do a roll focus. Into our scene here, which that looks good right there. So we're going to roll focus into this just to kind of give it more depth in the 3D. That's going to look cool. I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I like that. That's going to look good. Cool. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Awesome. So we'll just go right back here. All right, so now we're going to have to add some smoky smoke. So let's go into my smoky layers here and see if I have anything that's going to be decent. Hopefully I do. Nope, not in that. Let's go to good old Video Copilot. They never bring us down. Nope. That's it right there. Pop that on. Make sure that's 3D. Pop this up. And change this to screen. Well, normal. And no. Let's do multiply. No, God, no. Let's just screen it up. Add a couple of these. Make it really dense. No? Not gonna work? Not gonna work for you? No? Okay, let's try just the one. Need something a little more than that. All right, so I think I'm just going to leave it as this. We've got some smoke a little bit, and we've got a bunch of particles moving around. Last thing I'm going to do is add some vignette here. Let's go to layer, new solid. Let's call it a black solid. And change it with the ellipse tool here. And double click. I am not in my element tonight. I am sorry, guys. I am trying to do this the best as I can. I'm just not in it for some reason. Bring all that up. Hit T. Bring this down. A little more than that. Cool. Cool, that's looking good. So what we've done is we've added a bunch of particles. We've added this into 3D space. We've made it to where we have a roll focus. We have the camera moving in. We've added lightning all the way around our pyramid. We've added optical flares. We've done the whole shebang. Like we've done it all. We've got smoke,